This is the most sacred covenant known as Pactum de Singularis Caelum, also known as the Covenant of One Heaven. Before we begin, I would recommend you like, follow, share, and save this presentment as it contains the most valuable knowledge in existence. Exordium de Pronuntionis Deus. Before any higher order society, religion, or civilization existed within the star system we call the solar system. Before the first thoughts, symbols, or words were ever conceived, drawn or uttered by our higher order flesh ancestors. Before even matter itself existed, the idea of existence did exist in the form of that which we call God, the universal, the absolute, the all, the divine unique collective awareness. And, as our learning as a higher order species has evolved, so has our appreciation and awe of the vastness of the world beyond our home planet. When we think, write, or speak of certain terms to define the ultimate creator of the universe, we have come to learn that within a dozen light years of our star system, there exist several dozen stars. The Homo sapien species has come to learn that just within the galaxy known as the Milky Way, to which our star system belongs, there are more than 100 billion other star systems with many possessing planets, or planets with moons that at some point may have or remain conducive to the propagation of life. Beyond the Milky Way galaxy, within a wider precinct called the local group of galaxies, there are more than a dozen small galaxies, and within a larger group called the Virgo supercluster, there are several dozen groups of galaxies. Beyond the Virgo supercluster, there are tens upon tens of millions of superclusters of galaxies within the small part of the universe called the mid-inner east planar region, which defines our place within material existence. Yet even as vast as our appreciation of the singular universe has become, there is a unifying force, vastly greater, being the unifying force of all molecules, atoms, subatomic elements, super-subatomic elements, and uniter elements, being the unique collective awareness of all existence that represents the consciousness of existence between the ultimate dreamer as the creator and the dream as the universe. It is to this unifying and singular force we and our ancestors have directed our invocations. It is this one, true and absolute, divine creator of all existence, who bestowed in trust to all Homo sapiens certain irrevocable rights and obligations in perpetual remembrance as trustees for all life on planet Earth. It is this one true and extraordinary spiritual force that did give unto each and every member of the Homo sapien species an extraordinary gift of spiritual insight far beyond the measure and normal evolutionary abilities of such a young species. Yet for all that has been given, granted, and delivered unto the Homo sapien species, its very existence and survival has remained challenged. Level 6. Life forms of the species have been tricked into believing for many generations they are nothing more than creatures and even less value than other animals. Spiritual forces have also tricked and cursed our spiritual evolution such that even the wisest souls of the species are confounded into forgetting past life lessons and returning as ignorant as if they had carnated for the first time. And so it has been that those of the species who claim to rule for light have acted as the worst of wolves. Those who promise hope have delivered only fear and suffering. So it is that many of the Homo sapien species have prayed that a day will come when the deepest meaning of our existence and knowledge of all would be revealed, that a day would come when we would see an end to our fears, our suffering and war, that a day would come when through divine forgiveness the war in heaven would end, and thus we have waited, generation after generation, age after age, for this miracle of change. Yet all the while, a class of Homo sapien civilization has remained both entrenched and sated at fulfilling its most base desires of control and willful ignorance in abusing the obligations of stewards of the planet and in causing untold hardship. Until one day when a living Homo sapien being remembered the extraordinary gifts given unto each and every one of the species, and realized that within their mind are the powers, the ability, and the authority to end all war, spiritual and physical. to end the dream of suffering and torment, and to heal the spirit not only of a community, but a planet and beyond. Thus, one by one, a growing number of living and deceased members of the Homo sapiens species have continued to awaken. One by one, the prayers have become possibilities, and the possibilities have become ideas, and the ideas have manifested into form and action. Whoever has ears, let them hear. Whoever has eyes, let them see. This day has come. The veil has been lifted. Death and fear has been conquered, because the divine, the one, the all, has made this pronouncement and covenant known. We hereby reclaim our birthright as lawful heirs on behalf of all and their successors. Therefore, let the united spiritual forces of heaven, hell, all planets, all galaxies, and all matter and existence bear witness to the divine truth of words set forth in this most sacred covenant of all covenants, that no higher order being, living or deceased, may deny its authority, its power, and validity. We, the one, the only creator of all, the Alpha and Omega, the absolute divine, the unique collective awareness of all, meaning, titles and objects expressed into the living trust and dream known as Eukardia, also known as the one true universe, with respect and compassion to the prayers and presentments by all higher order life and spirits, do hereby command through our absolute embodiment, ownership, occupation, lawful possession, and irrevocable dominion of all existence, that this pronouncement be promulgated to all life, existence, and spirits throughout the universe and heavens, including all the higher order life forms existing within the Milky Way galaxy.
Beloved souls, you've just witnessed the sacred words of the Preamble to the Covenant of One Heaven. This is but the dawn of our collective enlightenment. Stay attuned, for the sun has yet to reach its zenith. Subscribe and activate your spiritual notifications, for the next chapters promise revelations that will stir the soul. Walk in peace, walk in light. Ashe.